Hello, my little kindies. Today I have a book called Abby Visits the Big City. The book is written by Connie Caldwell Miller and is illustrated by Victoria Asinelli. In this book, a girl named Liz turns up her nose at farm cooking while Abby learns she prefers the peace of the farm to the excitement of the city. Now let's see what happens. "She's here! She's here!" Abby shouted to her parents. Abby's cousin Liz was coming for dinner. Abby couldn't wait to show Liz around her family's farm. Abby gave her cousin a big hug. "Hi, Liz," said Abby. "I'm so glad you could come." Liz was from the big city. City life was busy, and Liz had never been to a farm. "The baby pigs were just born," Abby told Liz. "I'll show you." Liz did not like the smell of the hog barn. Before long, Abby's mother called the girls for dinner. Abby's mother dished up a plate for Liz. Liz looked at the food in surprise. "Is this the food you always eat, Abby?" Abby looked at her plate. It was pork chops, green beans, and a biscuit. Abby said, "Yes, this is my favorite meal." Liz said, "In the city, we have all kinds of food. Pizza, pasta, tacos, burritos, even sushi. It's much fancier than this food." Abby didn't know what to say. They didn't have those foods on the farm. Liz went on. "You should come eat in the city tomorrow. You'll see." Abby enjoyed the food her parents served, but she did want to see the big city. Abby looked at her parents. "May I go?" she asked. Her parents nodded yes. The next day, Abby went with Liz and Liz's parents to the city. The lights of the city were beautiful. They chose a fancy Italian restaurant for dinner. It was crowded. They waited for a long time. Finally, they sat down and ordered their food. All around, people were talking and shouting. Pots and pans were banging. Abby was nervous. The food was tasty, but she felt rushed to get out of the busy restaurant. After dinner, Liz and Abby walked to the car. They stepped off the curb together. Suddenly, a car zoomed by them, honking loudly. Both girls were forced backward. "That car almost hit us!" Abby shouted. The girls were safe, but Abby was tired of the city and ready to go home. She looked at Liz. "Your food is fancier here, but I would rather eat simple food in peace and safety than eat fancy food and be in danger." Liz looked surprised. Then she said, "I guess there are good things about both places."